This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback convert here. He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, the defense is alert. I'll give them credit. They did their study. They knew down and distance and tendencies coming into this one. And with 2nd and short, they knew if we're playing this kind of coverage, this team might take a shot on us. They were ready in the back end.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hunt is in the air. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Off play action. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Makes one man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense. Up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, he got loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give on the inside.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman Hope. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's Harrell. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it behind the line. It's moved. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To throw, it's Coleman Hope. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man to the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he tacked on the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quick pass on the jet motion. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Wilson on the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Kearney. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Rides to back on the option, the give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Finds his big tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sooners! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Wheeler. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some more.
Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they get him down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's caught. It's Kearney. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he...
You make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Givens. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Will be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown Sooner! Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State going up-tempo. He'll pull it on the read. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Caught near the sticks, it's Givens. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moon. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harrell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. He might want another play. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Robinson. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Kearney. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The play fake on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off play action on first down. It's complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to pass. The screen, he's got wheels, and they're able to make the tackle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On target over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. The inside handoff. Spins away from the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking it.
Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Red players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught over the middle. It's Harrell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Wants to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Direct snap. It's Robinson. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offense